Oof. This one's rough, Cecil. It's from Yahoo. Texas creates chilling registry of 16,000 people who changed genders on their driver's licenses. This is Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. His office requested the Department of Public Safety to compile this list.
They didn't get it, though,
Total number
right?
of Texans.
They didn't get it, though. Yeah.
They did not get it. They did, but even requesting this. Even requesting it.
Yeah, why do you need it? Why?
Right.
You can't need this for anything nice. Period.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like send everybody a $50 gift card on that list.
And they're trying to pretend, right? Yeah, this isn't like the naughty and nice list where you're just like, yeah,
right? You're not gonna give them like you get out of traffic violations for the whole year or something. Like that's not how this works. You're not asking for that for any nice reason. Period.
Right. This isn't like a trans Secret Santa that the Attorney General was trying to like whip up last minute. Like, oh no, I was gonna do like a funny white elephant thing with all the trans. Like we're gonna give a gift and pass it around and like. No, absolutely not.
Nope.
They tried to deny that they did it, even though there's internal emails.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm the best. I didn't do it. Like they learned from Trump, man. They learned from Trump. He can literally get caught with his hand in a cookie jar and they'll be like, hey man, you got your hand in. I never ate a cookie. I don't eat cookies. Cookies are bad. I would never eat a cookie. I don't have 5 cookies in my hand that I can't pull it out of the jar because I won't let a single cookie out of my hand in order to pull it out of the jar.
In a bottle.
Yeah. No, it's fucking like, but this is exactly it. And this has been the motif of everyone in the Republican Party since Trump got in is just literally, even though you're caught red-handed, like, nope. That's not what happened. Nope.
Straight deny reality.
What does this memo say? Nope. Sorry. Yeah. No, I can't read anymore.
Right. It's an internal email. Internal emails are the most obviously you sent it thing, right? Like other than like sending a certified letter.
So stupid, man.
But these guys on the right now, Cecil, they're denying that they sent tweets that they sent. They're denying that they said things they said that are filmed. No, I didn't say. Like
I didn't say that.
MTG has denied her Jewish space lasers comment. It's you tweeted it.
Did you see?
Tweeted it.
Did you see this week that MTG and Boebert were fighting? Did you see this?
No, what are they fighting about?
I don't know. Somebody called somebody a name and they were fighting about something. I hate them both so much and they're so inconsequential to daily life that every time I see their name, I just scroll past it. But sometimes I'll catch pieces of it and be like, oh, I guess they're fighting. I don't care. Fight. And like, I'm that guy in Godzilla who's like watching all the big monsters fight and be like, let them fight, man. No, just let them fight. Let them do it. Let them figure all this out.
I love when they fight.
You don't need me. I'm over here. You guys fight. Crank it out. I don't need to do anything. I want to see them tear each other apart. I want to see every single one of them fight each other until they're just nubs of human beings. That's what I want to see.
That's what they started off as.
I mean, granted, yeah, but
oh God, did you see that Liz Crokin? Remember Liz Nine Fingers Crokin?
Yeah.
The good old Nine Fingers. She had a private sit down with Trump.
What?
Yeah, man. Here, let me Google it. It was like a week or two ago. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, man.
Was she Nick Fuentes' +1?
She probably was. She probably was.
I don't know if she's that anti-Semitic. I'm sure she's anti-Semitic, but she's not that anti-Semitic.
She's not a +10. That ship has sailed. She's like
she's a 9.5. Oh,
yeah, man. You're like Liz Crokin. This is from the 7th of December, so it's a couple of weeks ago.
This is a couple weeks ago. I missed this.
Trump poses with QAnon Pizzagate conspiracy theorist at Mar-a-Lago. Former President Donald Trump posed for photos at his waterfront club on Tuesday with a prominent QAnon conspiracy theorist.
Holy shit.
In the latest in a string of incidents that highlight the GOP's candidates' proximity to fringe figures. Liz Crokin, an avid supporter of the far-right-wing conspiracy theory, shared photographs of her and Trump to social media following a Tuesday fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago. Tonight, I had the privilege and honor to speak At America's Future fundraiser to combat child trafficking, some of the topics I discussed were Pizzagate, Balenciaga, and what President Trump's administration did to combat human trafficking. Yeah, man, that's a real.
Can I ask you a question? I mean, just a question to see what you think. You know, clearly none of us know the mind of Trump. We don't understand. Do you think him leaning towards the fringe is because no one of real worth will really talk to him anymore? Or do you think that, like, as he's been under fire for the last several years, he himself has shifted over to that position and is now in sort of in this mindset where he believes it? Do you think he's starting to believe all this stuff because it's convenient for him to think it? It's a real hard question. It's a hard question.
It's a great question, though. What I think is twofold. I think that, yes, he does believe it. I think that we've seen evidence over the course of many years that Trump is there's a lot of reason to believe that he is a conspiracy theorist at heart.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
That he has those tendencies, and I think that as he's become more powerful and more isolated, that probably has exacerbated that. And then I also think that he is betting on and overestimating deeply, I think. But I think he is betting on motivating a fringe that will take him to victory. I think rather than fight for the middle and fight for the middle, like the center of the right instead, I think his strategy is to impassion more crazies. I really think he's trying to change the electorate and increase the number of motivated crazies.
I mean, I will say it's smart of him because when we were looking at the numbers for this sort of thing, you know, the numbers of people who think QAnon is a real thing that's real, man. That's significant. And the number of Republicans who think QAnon or frazzle drip or, you know, all this crazy shit, the amount of people that think it's true, there's enough of them there to push the scale over if you can get the regular sort of no matter what, they're going to vote Republican.
I think that's his math. I really do. And I think I think the problem with serious and intelligent people is they think that everybody else is a serious, intelligent person. And that's just not borne out by any of the demographic realities of polling. So when you and I, Cecil, when we look at something like QAnon or frazzle drip and Balenciaga, all that nonsense, and we see it for what it is, and it's absurd, there is a sort of default assumption, at least I'll raise my hand and say I don't want to speak for you, but there's a default assumption that most people also think that's absurd and that these ideas are fringe ideas held by crazies, like I just said. But I think that what you've just said is more correct, is that these ideas are held by an increasingly large number of people. That the number of people who believe in wild, insane shit is far greater than I ever would have given it credit for in the past. And I think serious, intelligent people do ourselves and everybody else a disservice by not taking seriously enough. I'm going to say this. We should be taking more seriously flat earthers. We should be taking that seriously. They're serious. They're not a couple of them. We should be taking QAnon seriously. They're serious about it. There's not a couple of them. We should be taking, Pizzagate seriously. QAnon is so big at this point. It's kind of all of these things.
Yeah. But, and QAnon is kind of it's a kind of choose your own adventure conspiracy too. Some QAnoners think there's a child trafficking ring. Some QAnoners think that President Bush is going to kill people, and then President Trump is still in office, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. And someone may think both those things at the same time and not be in, cognitive dissonance at all. So there's tons of different layers to that.
QAnon, you ever go to one of those like frozen yogurt places where there's like 75 different flavors of frozen yogurt that you can just like walk around with your cup and have whichever one you want, but at the end of the day, they all just taste like spoiled milk and sugar? That's QAnon. That's QAnon.
Without the sugar. Yeah.
Without the sugar. Without the sugar. It is. It's like no matter which flavor you get, you can go into the fucking QAnon shop and you can get whatever flavor is listed on the placard, but it's all sour milk. That's what it is. It's all cold sour milk. It's terrible. I don't like frozen yogurt, is I guess what you should take away from that. It's bad.
That's how Liz Crokin lost her finger, was in a frozen yogurt machine.
Frozen yogurt machine.